Hello and welcome back to SMT5 Vengeance. We have leveled up to level 80, which means that it is just about time to go into this thing and to fuse some more stuff. However, you may notice that instead of doing that, I'm running around it. That's because it was a new moon, and I want to avoid situations where we have to deal with that.
Welcome to...
Right. Demon Fusion, Special Fusion, level 80, we have Dagda, which we can't make, but we already have one. We need a level 82 to make a level 80. That's wild. Also, this is the wrong order, right? Yeah, it's the wrong order. Huh, that's weird. What do I mean by wrong order? Well, this is 62, this is 67, and then that's level 82, right? Look at Nuwa. 79, 76, 73. Mephisto, 76, 49, 45, 47. Why is that out of order as well? Okay, so apparently they don't have an order, it's just usually it's highest to lowest, except it's not in all cases. Okay, yeah, it seems like the final one can sometimes just be out. Okay, whatever, that's a new thing we've learned. Anyway, this is Mithras, he's level 82, he's higher level than what we fuse into, which is weird, and we already have it. Nuwa, would love Nuwa. Nuwa is a direct upgrade from Huang Long. The problem is we don't have enough money. Now you might be like, well, why don't you try fusing our Habaki for cheaper? Would love to. However, we don't have any demon stock space, so we can't do that. We also have Abdale. Abdale, we need a lot more money for. We're really, like, money light. Yeah. I don't suppose I happened to... Wait, that was only fusions as well. Wait a second. That was only special fusions.
Welcome.
Do we have any fusions to do? No. Yeah, because things are all sort of weird on that front as well. Okay. Do I have anything to sell? That's the next step. Sell? No, I just have those.
Taken up.
Alright then. I think we need a little bit more money. So I'm going to start by going to Minato. We're not going to do a full run. I may do a bridge run. Actually, yeah, let's do it this way around. Yeah. I do a bridge run and get any yellow Mitamas that we can get on it. That seems like a reasonable thing to do. I was deciding which side to start from, but I realized that if I want to do any grinding off camera, which I don't know if I would do or not, but if I do want to do any grinding off camera, what I want to do is I want to do that having done this as far long ago as possible, because then it has a chance of respawning. Right. That should be a reasonable amount of money by itself, actually. Right. Let's go and cross. Oh yeah, we know that these have to be Mitama as well, right? These things. If they're a fight. Okay, let's see. And it's yellow. Perfect. Agrat, get it. And they die to Agrat, which is even better. They don't get you quite as much money as the higher level ones, but that's okay. That's not up here? Okay. Fair enough. Uh-huh. Yeah, let's do it. 2 magic incense. That is a blue one, but it's glory. We need glory as well, so we might as well grab it while we're here. Okay. Queen's Decree. One of those. Nice. Works for me. 7 small glory crystals. Nice. Just follow this along here. Wonderful, we'll do this one. Ice Sutra. There's a yellow down there, so... it's a red. We don't need to do reds. Yes, I can get through here. Perfect. And then all the way along, and we'll fight the yellow. Right. Let's do it. Queen's Decree. Followed by crit. Wonderful. That was a reasonable amount of money as well. Cleopatra wants to have a word. As does Lilith. Forget whether this is a way that we can go. There's a thing over here though, right? No, it's on the higher level. No, this is not a way we can go. Well, I'll grab the Magatsuhi while we're here. Right, and then we're looking to go to the right a couple of times. Ideally. So, like, there. And then we want to just jump off the side, basically. So at some point. Yeah, here we go. Oh, there's a couple of things at the end. Aha, let's do them. Shabby building material we can sell. That's good. Up here. Slide all the way down, and we'll grab these vending machines on this side. Let's see how far off we are. Because I reckon that was probably 25,000. Is that right? Might be a little bit more, actually. We'll see.
Well, look who...
Sell.
Looking to say...
39,000. That's not bad for pretty much no work. Okay. Demon Haunt. Right. Hello. As long as Earth exists in this world, it shall continue to grant me power. Okay, a power up for Lilith. Okay, a luck increase. Alright. Ooh, a bench.
Young man.
We've finally reached the Empyrean. The throne's waiting for us at the end of all this. I only hope we don't have to deal with too many complications on the way.
But...
The biggest unknown in all of this is Yoko Hiramine's motivations. Best to remain on guard, and I owe it to my brother to keep you safe. That must be one you get for hitting level 80, I'm assuming. Okay.
Yes.
It seems you've accomplished many noble feats with that godly strength of yours. If you were to come to Egypt, I bet you could restore it to its former glory. Consider it, won't you? A drastic stat increase for 4 extra magic. Also an ailment potential up, which means that Frolic is cheaper. Which is actually pretty good. And a Thunder Rain ability.
Say.
In the netherworld, you're inevitably going to have to put up with sand. It's rough on your skin and gets in all your clothes. It's a real nuisance. Coarse rough gets everywhere. Exactly. Right. Where is Cleopatra? There she is. Thunder Rain is gonna go... Well, probably there. Yeah, that's acceptable. Do I have anyone else who's like completely off? Yeah, you're a constant disappointment. Right. There we go. Huang Long. It's okay. Yeah, you need to be fixed because you just have so many free slots that everything's just going into the bottom slot. There we go. That seems fine to me. Right. And then we'll climb up here and get the last conversation with you. This place is a zoo for beasts. Zoos are no good. You can't tame me. I am wild and free. Okay. Right, so now we've done the bridge run once. Let's have a look at our World of Shadows. What's an option for us now? So, Special Fusion, we can make Nuwa, we can't make Abdale. Alright, let's make Nuwa. Let's do it. So, 3 medium physical attacks, high chance of crit, some force attacks, and a heal to a single target. Okay. Well, let's just go through these and eliminate what we're not taking. I'm not taking this, this, or this, because there's no reason to, or that. Out of these two, I mean, obviously I would take Megidolon if I was going to take one of those two. Let's just put it in there. I might not take it, but we'll just stick it in there. Not taking this, because we have the better version, and we have to have it. Not taking that. Tetrakarn? Maybe. But you have no affinity with buffs. Resist Force is useless. Resist Light is okay. Great Life Spring, Great Mana Spring. Restore, maybe? Yeah, Restore, I guess. I think that's what I'm going for. Okay, lore. A goddess that appears in Chinese mythology, recognized as one of the 3 sovereigns. She is said to have the head of a human and the body of a serpent. As a demigod, she is also known to be responsible for the creation of humanity, having created humans from mud. Legend says that when one of the 4 pillars said to hold up the world broke, she repaired it. Fuxi, also of the 3 sovereigns, is typically labeled as either her brother or her husband, depending on what version of the story is told.
Is this demon to your like?
I'm trying to think of... It's probably Fuxi or Fuxi? Anyway.
To a mutual benefit.
Doesn't matter.
Aha.
You now have the necessary demons to make Nuwa. But, like, stronger Nuwa. Okay. Cool. This is the one that has Sacrifice of Clay. Now that is a move. Also Ice Age. That's heavy and pierces. Oh. But yeah, that's huge. Also Drain Fizz as an ability, like as a skill. Hugely good. Yeah, it's incredible. So I'm happy with that. Okay, Abdael is a lot of money away. I'm assuming we have no reverse compendiums now? No, it's just Chiyu.
Return.
We still have a problem in our party, right? That we've got, like, oddities. Yeah, Rangda is here. That's the oddity. I can't turn Rangda into something else, can I? Like something useful.
Well.
Might as well register as well. I should have registered before, but it doesn't matter. No, I want Dyad Compendium Rangda. No, the only thing I can turn Rangda into is the thing that's already there. Alright. You're useful at least for fusing. What else do I want to get rid of? You're going to go into a special fusion. You're going to go into a special fusion. Yeah, I'm kind of like at an odd spot. I guess I could get rid of you, maybe, but you for Chiyu seems like bad. I think you for Asura seems pretty good. Maybe. Wait, I thought you could also make Asura. You can. You just can't make it together. I see. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure that out. Okay. I just need like another 4 or 5 demon slots. Yeah, I'd just end up in the same situation. I just have more I could keep at that point. Right. Let's go to Empyrean and let's progress. I think that's the best thing for us to do right now. It'll get us some money. It'll focus our mind. Yeah, I think this is worth it. Right. I shouldn't have saved over that save. That's the previous episode save. Let's create a new save, shall we? Opposed to saving over the previous episode's one. We're not that far forward. All I did was create new ones, so that's okay. Cutscene at the top of the stairs, or are we... No, we're good to go. Okay. So, start by getting this, and you can immediately see there's a quest, like, the moment we get up the stairs. Oh no, that's her, but she wants to be in our party. Ah, no. That's Demeter. Yeah, that's going to be annoying. How's Demeter going to... I'm going to have to ditch Rangda, obviously, but... Do I just pre-ditch Rangda? I think I pre-ditch Rangda. I don't think Rangda has any purpose for us. I mean, obviously, like, you're kind of... Well, I'm in the wrong menu. There we go. Obviously, Rangda's kind of okay-ish, but... Yeah, I think that we pre-ditch them. I think that they're not good enough, and I think that they can't fuse into anything, so therefore, why are they in the party? Cool. No, I don't want to ditch Trumpeter. Although he's not quite as he doesn't have quite as much purpose as he used to, because he used to be very important. Like, that line used to be very important because you fused it for the next one, but there isn't a next one, so... Okay. Ordinarily, envoys such as ourselves would not be permitted to enter. However, Nahabino has opened the door. Thanks to that, we may now pass. With Abdael now gone, Bethel now follows Master Mastema. Those heretical demons shan't set one foot inside. Yeah, if you see any, you let me know. Oh, Alpax.
Can't be.
You deserve to know. I owe you an apology. I approached you that you might get rid of those evil demons my way. But at the end of it all, I was planning on killing you myself. I'm afraid it's true. I have been deceiving you. I say, that doesn't matter to me.
My.
You're so kind, Alpax. Somehow I had a feeling you would forgive me. But I know I'm the one in the wrong. That's why I shall protect you with my life. Very soon, Zeus will be here. He knows just how strong you are, so he will surely hold nothing back. Yes, Zeus too traces his origin back to the bull god. Using your soul, he can achieve his form as an albino. Originally, my plan was to kill you, that I might see Zeus claim the throne, after which he would create the rich and fertile world I dreamed of. But now, between you and Zeus as potential rulers, I know that you would guide and cherish humanity all the more. After seeing what sort of person you are, how could I think otherwise?
Harvest!
So my course is set. Should you and Zeus end up opposed, I will stand with you. In fact, you should leave here quickly. Make for the throne while you can. Should you claim it, your soul would be no good to him anymore. You'll give up the chase. What will you do? Will you confront Zeus? Yeah, okay.
Harvest time!
Such abundant blessings you give me, yet I would expect no less of you, Alpax. Then I shall go with you. Are you fully prepared to face him? Yeah. Demeter joined your party. Also, haven't we already killed him? Ah, Zeus is here. Ah, we meet again. Yes, but didn't I kill you? I was thinking I'd be the better man, let you have the throne, but if you can be my mortal counterpart, that changes everything. I once supported a human named Dual Quarnain and charged across the battlefield with him. If I teamed up with you, I'll wager we can shoot for even greater heights. I won't allow that. I've chosen to side with Alpax. Sister, after all this time, after how far we've come, now you turn on me? You always were a hard one to read. Well, no matter. I'm not in the business of showing mercy to my enemies, sister, and I'll not make an exception for you. As for you, Nahabino, don't think I haven't learned from your little stunt last time. Your soul is mine by right, and I will hear no objections of the clash of thunder. Oh, so we did defeat him and then he just came back. That's okay. Well, aim for a crit. We got it. Perfect. Then we go for a crit. That's horrible. Bowl. Spy scope. His agility's pretty good. He does a lot of electric attacks. Like, a lot. That's gonna hurt. That's all gonna hurt a lot. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well. Turns out I could do with, like, a little boost to health. Working it out in my head. I want to change in someone here. So let's just see what we got. I need an immunity to electricity that can hit his weakness. His weakness is force. Immunity to electricity that can hit force. Nope. Nope. Yes. Yes. I think so. When summoned from the stock, reverses stat buffs and debuffs. I have no stat buffs or debuffs. That's fine. I shall bring in a Manozako for her debut fight.
Let's go.
Follow up with a heal. That's going to be a pass from me. Zanbarian. Revival beads. Onto Agra. I may maybe even need to buy some more of those at some point, but that's okay. Followed by Bowl. Okay. That's fine. Not the end of the world. Okay, do I want to go for crits? Of course I want to go for crits. This is our perfect opportunity. Okay, so Zambarian. Murakumo. They have a lot more health than they used to, huh? Nice big heal. Pandemonic Crush. Nicely lowers the defense. Murakumo. Bowl, just to set our heal up. And Pandemonic Crush. Nice. Okay. That's acceptable. That's also acceptable. Zambarian. Crit. Do I need to heal? I might be okay here. I might use a force gem here. Okay. Don't need to reapply that, but I could. It might be our best move anyway. Brave Blade? I could also switch you out for somebody who just does force attacks. Demeter does a force attack and has like a really good heal. That's actually a very interesting heal, because that's a full heal above max HP. So that's basically healing to full without bowl. That's intriguing. Yeah, that seems like somebody you want to switch in though. Okay. Nuwa has Floral Gust. Her agility sucks though. That's the problem with her. You're not the right choice, although... No, you're not the right choice. You're also not the right choice. Is he weak to anything else? No. Okay. Back in here. You're not the right choice. You're definitely not the right choice. As a no. No. Yeah, now I get into this. You have Zambarian. You're kind of interesting. You also have Zambarian. And you have Mother Earth. You might be the right choice, Lilith. Lilith, I think it's the second fight for you. Let's do it. Amanda Zako. Murakumo. Lilith needs the buff, so we'll buff. Followed by... Let's do a little Mother Earth here. Yeah, that gets immediately reflected, and that's the end. Yeah, that works for me. Hit him. Crit. We're going to do slightly less damage when that defense wears off, but that's okay. Mother Earth. Yeah, when that defense down wears off, I should say. Okay. Yeah, I want to do that. I definitely want to do that again, although you're probably going to need some MP at some point, and then we'll use Zambarian. That did 868 damage. That's huge. Alright, end of your turn, huh? Okay, crits. Nobody has taken any damage, which is fantastic, so Konohana can maybe have a turn to think. Right, blast him. Murakumo. I mean, it's a turn to use Bowl. Lilith. I didn't do that much less than the double defense down one, but yeah, it's okay. Do I have a small chakra thing? Yeah, like a little chakra drop on yourself, just to top yourself up, and then I haven't used Mother Earth, so use Mother Earth. Because the electric one immediately gets reflected unless he uses his more powerful electric move. That's annoying. Guard. We're going to lose our buffs, but that's okay. Cool. That's a reflect. Wonderful. Buffs are gone, but that's acceptable. Crit. One of those. Follow up with a Zambarian. Zambarian. Which means we can now use Murakumo, Bowl, and Mother Earth. Wonderful. I got Suhi's maxed again. That's annoying. Oh, that was an instant kill. Wow, okay. Maybe Mother Earth is not the best plan. Pass. Change in Demeter. This seems like the perfect turn. Like, this is exactly how we should use Demeter. As like a backup, I need to heal to full. Remove a press turn icon. Follow that up with a Luster Candy. You're gonna use a Revival Bead onto Konohana. I mean, I could have used Soul Return. The reason I'm using Revival Beads is because I might as well use my consumables. I just realized I had Soul Return as well. Nice. Okay, so Demeter's a little hurt, but that's okay. Manazako. Let's do a Zambarian. We'll do a crit. Demeter's going to do a full heal. Zambarian. Zambarian. Crit. I didn't need to crit. That's okay. Guard. Mother Earth? This might be a bait. That might be bad. Yeah, because he might use Madness Flint if it's blocked. Okay. Everyone guard. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a nice reflect. Demeter is dead. Okay. Hit with some force. Change in Konohana. Why we brought Konohana back. Tides of Chaos, I can use a Lilith's turn. I want to use this because I want the buff. I'm going to use Tides of Chaos in your, or Fountain of Chaos in your turn, which will reduce his turn icons. And then I'm going to use Zambarian. Energy Drain for the MP. And then Elect Dampler? Maybe? Let's try that. That's a buff, that's okay. It's acceptable. It's a little worrying, but it's acceptable. We still have our thing on. Okay. I'm gonna chuck a Force Gem at you. Hold. Zambarian. Zambarian. Now I can use Curative Cattail because I'm guaranteed to go all the way back down to Lilith anyway. Let's do another heal, which also buffs our stats, meaning that his stat up's effectively nullified by our stat up. And then I'm going to use a Chakra Pot on Konohana. There we go. Yikes. Extremely bad. Extremely bad. Okay. Extremely bad because the electric block suddenly got removed. Welcome to the team, Nahobiho.
Let's go.
Mother Earth. D-Chain. There we go.
This will do.
A second buff. That's not good. That at least gets nullified. That's all I needed to see. Alright. Pass. Changing in... Maybe Norn? Did I bring the Demeter back? Okay. Magic attacks used by Lady Megami and Fem Demon allies may become critical. Okay. Let's not worry about that then. Which one was it? Amana Zako. If I bring her back, it's for all allies. Yeah, it's not going to help. I thought it was allies and enemies. Okay. Trumpeter. Remove stat buffs and debuffs from all allies and foes. Yeah. Our buffs are already leaving. That removes his buffs. Okay. I love it, it says except trumpeters, who obviously won't have any. Okay, Toot. We'll do a Fountain of Chaos. Mother Earth, which might cause him to use his almighty attack, but I'm willing to accept that. You're going to use a revival bead on Konohana. I'm going to have to swap Konohana in place of Lilith. And then we're going to have to heal this turn. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay. Yeah, he uses that if he can't hit. Okay, well, Lilith was out anyway, so I can't be that upset about it. Okay. Konohana back to the final slot in the party. Trumpeter. Toot like your life depends on it. There's a heal. You're going to use another bead chain. Hit him. Should have used Murakumo. He used it anyway. Okay, so he used it whether there was a physical block or not. He survived thanks to Enduring Soul. That's not great. He has a Pierce move this turn. So it's probably going to pierce through electric or something like that. Okay. Pass. Wonderful. Crit. Curative Cattail. Amrita Shower. Sorry, that's the right one. Because I need Konohana to have 2 turns. And if I did Curative Cattail, she wouldn't end up with 2 turns. Now, Hobiho, you're in an awful spot, which is why we have to keep passing. Trumpeter, a Zanbarian, and now we do a heal, which is also an overheal. Nice. And now we have Magatsugi. That's going to pierce, which is very annoying. Okay, you didn't have to do that. Okay. Enduring Soul. Kick it in again. Hit him. Severe level-based almighty attack. I kind of want to just hit him, but you know what? Do it. That was a lot of damage, but not as much as I thought it was going to be. Okay. Tao, I can use Light of Order. Tao, I can use Light of Order. You, I can bring in for stuff. Yeah, let's bring in Norn.
Your turn. Go.
I need to bring in a... Yeah, I need to bring in an electric blocker. I'm going to do Luster Candy. And then I'm going to bring in an electric blocker. Who is going to be... It could be you. You basically block everything. Oh, it's going to be Odin, because if you block the electric move, then it ends the turn. No matter what. Well, it would anyway, but... Okay, Odin and the new person immediately die. That's terrible. We're about to lose. For no reason. I need to change in another healer. It's going to be Tal this time. Okay, I'd like to change in Tal if that's possible. You can hit yourself with that, huh? Alright. That's annoying. Can I recover from my ailment and bring in Tal? Nope. Turns out, actually, I don't get any more turns in this fight. Okay. That's a little annoying to just, like, lose 6 turns or whatever we did at the end. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Well, that was tough. So, yeah, that's a lot of almighty attacks, basically. It wasn't too bad. I think, obviously, an immunity to electricity on us would change a lot. Beyond that, I don't know, but an immunity to electricity on us would definitely help, although we kind of want immunity to electricity plus our current physical resistance. It's quite nice. Yeah. I might leave Demeter for now. We'll just run past. Yeah. Right. That's okay. I was only level 82. We're a little under-leveled, but, you know, not a supreme amount under-leveled. Yeah, I think some of these platforms had people on them before. I just don't remember what they were, like, who they were. Oh? It is said that the path to God reflects the hearts of those who walk it. Tell me, what do you see? Is it a twisted, wayward path, or is it a straight and narrow one that won't lead you astray? Either way, I, Melchizedek, shall judge whether you are fit to rule. Alright, Melchizedek. Let's go. Hit him. Crit him. Also, it's very weird how there's no, like, combat music in this section currently. Hit him. Queen's Decree. That miss is horrible, but that's okay. Nullify? Yeah, okay. I mostly block light attacks. Yeah, light we're pretty good against. Crits. Let's go. Let's do Queen's Decree. Followed by Murakumo. Followed by a nice little heal, which will make us more accurate. Pandemonic Crush. Queen's Decree. And Murakumo. Solid. Wow, that's a lot of XP. It's an absurd amount of XP for Agra, although I suppose she is under-leveled. Okay. Although her magic stat isn't under-leveled, so, you know. Hey, Almighty Pleroma. That's cool. Mephisto. Luster Candy. Abracadabra, and lo and behold, quick, check your pocket and tell me what you found. A gift, perhaps? Okay. I'll do a save now, I guess. That seems good. Let's go. And leap. Ongyoki Tsukiyomi of the Amatsukami has become a Nahobino, and thus he has set out to create his new world of gods. We bow to no one, yet, though we may not see eye to eye with the Amatsukami, we are alike in our love for this land. In which case it is time to forgo the grudges of the past. We shall join hands that our common goal might be realized. Here, take this with you. Elemental Oni Periapt. Okay, if you have all keys, then greatly increase the damage of the next strength-based attack and raise attack to the maximum for 3 turns for all allies. Splendid. If you believe you can handle our power, then you are welcome to try. The 4 of us seek to serve a master who would possess the appropriate knowledge. Okay. I still haven't really got into the, like, making sure we have sets of things stage yet, but, I assume that's something that we're going to worry about once we're, like, thinking of what our actual endgame party is going to be, not just, like, here's, like, the best demons that we have. Oh, that's a gospel. Okay. My rules with gospels are quite simple. If the game gives you a gospel in a spot, and it seems like it is something it would expect you to have, we use it. Because that is what a normal person would do at this stage. There's no grinding here. We would simply use the single gospel that we got. I wonder if I want to put a point in, like, agility or vitality. I don't know if I want to put a point into something to keep us alive, or whether I just want to do more damage. I kind of just want to do more damage. I don't know if that's a really bad plan, but we can always just reallocate our stat points if we really need to. Okay, Sandalphon. Essence. Resistances are pretty good. An immunity to physical and an immunity to electricity would be really good for that fight, actually. Yeah, these are... I think Sandalphon's a great essence. Yeah. It's a very good essence. Oh, and that was a boss Melchizedek? Oh, okay. Cool. Is that a quest down here, or is the quest is above? Okay, that makes sense. Let's see what we got. Vishnu's Essence, which I can't get, and... Oh, wait, no, it was Vishnu's Essence I could get, and then the bead chain. Vishnu, again, reasonable resistances, like, pretty good against certain things. I do like Enduring Soul on it, and the Repelling Dark. I think those are good stuff. Right. Oh, do another save, because I can't remember whether there were multiple Melchizedek fights. Yes, there were. Okay. Those who came here before you demonstrated a conviction most admirable. Can your soul surpass theirs, I wonder? I shall be the one to determine the answer. Alright. 1 Shrosha. Who's going to use light attacks? Weak to force. Okay. Queen's Decree. No crit. That's good to know. One of those. Bowl. Pass, right? Yeah, pass. Queen's Decree. Nice. Murakumo. And heal. Perfect. Don't like that. Luckily it got blocked on someone. Agrat's asleep. Okay. Hana's asleep. Pass. Agrat's asleep. Crit. Hana's asleep. Okay. That's a light attack. Okay. Fair enough. Blocked. Agrat's awake now though. Ready to use Queen's Decree. Hey! Crit once. That's all we need, technically. Hana refuses to wake up. Pandemonic Crush. Queen's Decree. Nice crit. Crit. Hana's up. We need to rebuff, so rebuff. And Pandemonic Crush. We now have Magatsuhi, 2 defense down, all attack up. Use Makara Karn, but that doesn't really matter. I'm not worried about Makara Karn. It's not a problem for us. Let's do crits. And then gonna hit you with a Queen's Decree. Murakumo. That is 2,300 damage now. That's insane. Bowl. Brave Blade. Queen's Decree. Murakumo. Don't attack with a magic attack, no matter how much tempting it is. Simply guard on your turn. And then Brave Blade. Nice. Cleopatra leveled up and we got a large glory crystal. As did Norn. Norn leveled up.
Correct.
Power Punch. Nope. Norn? Nothing. Alright. Do a save here. I think previously, I have memories of running back to the previous save and then running back here and running to the previous save and running back here and just doing that over and over again. Alright. Whittled Goat. Ah, yeah. So Whittled Goat was a limited item, I think, previously, and I kept picking it up and then going, no, I don't want it. I vaguely remember that. Okay. Don't recognize this thing, but I think that this is where you would do the Danu quest otherwise. I think this is the Danu quest if you're on the correct route. Anyway. I am the goddess Maria. Okay, yes. So this is the Danu quest. This is the one that you get for being on the... I forget what the route's called. I'm going to call it the Order route. It's the one that you get for siding with Tal, usually. Or going down that kind of path-ish. Basically being a quote-unquote good guy. I guess it's also probably Maria. The end of this age draws near, thus the world shall be born anew. Likewise, my role as the Holy Mother is over. All that remains is for me to disappear. The seed of life suddenly gleamed with light. Ah, that is the seed of life. I see, so you have been acknowledged. So be it. Only those of true power can bear that seed. Show me you are worthy of it. Prevail against me and you will gain the might of a mother goddess. Are you prepared to prove your strength? Alright. That is your will then. You would safeguard this world built of man and God's toil. Then I shall face you as Maria, she whose role and form changed with the world around her. She not mostly a healer thing? Fighting is going to be real difficult if you're going to heal. Okay, random crit was great. Another crit. Go for bowl. Zal, perfect turn to spy scope. Okay, does have a full heal. Oh, hate it. Hopefully they just don't use it. AoE light is huge. AoE force, it's fine. Weak to electricity. Weak to electricity. Okay. Let's think about that here. We're weak to force. Yeah, that's a problem. Queen's Decree. Crit. You're going to do a big heal. And I'm going to bring in somebody who's immune to force. You're immune to force. Okay, actually, like, everybody's immune to force. Okay. Pandemonic Crush, then. Yeah, okay, like, that's going to get real old real soon. Unless you just have to hit the weakness. No, that can't be it, because it's not dark or whatever. Okay. Don't know. Bowl. Pandemonic Crush. Queen's Decree. Nice random crit. Miracle. Okay, she doesn't have that much health. I am realizing that now. Really? Let's do that. Pandemonic Crush. Cool. Full healed again. Right. So, I can either go all in with Aggrat, or I can look for like an electric attacker who would do like a huge chunk of damage. What about you? There's a chance of instant kill, which is definitely intriguing. It's a way of handling it. And I don't really have any big, like, you have an electric move. Yeah, I have some electric moves. I think I'm better off just going for it. And let's do crits. Let's just see how much damage I do. How close do I get to an instant kill? Queen's Decree. Followed by Murakumo. Hit with fire. Ray Blades. So I've done half of her health with the first half of our attacks. Second half. Okay, yeah, you can just one cycle. Okay. Well, that makes sense then. Oh no! Turns out we can almost one cycle. Okay, continue doing damage in case one of her conditions is she'll use her attacks if you don't deal damage to her. Buff like that. Pandemonic Crush to keep the defense down. Cast your turn, now you got Concentrate active. What you have to do is you have to pre-buff yourself. That's what you have to do. I understand. It's do this, crit, bowl, make sure Pandemonic Crush is on, it crit, okay. Then we're gonna use something. Wait, she's not weak to a thing, is she? No. Okay. There's the other way of thinking about it, but no. Where are we? I want to throw in one of those. I'd really just like to chakra drop yourself. Followed by crit. Guard. Guard. Let's get the MP. There's the heal. Pass. Crit. Heal. Pandemonic Crush, just to make sure that's applied. Pass. Where are we? Charge step. Where is it? It's in here somewhere. Concentrate gem. There we go. Right. So this hopefully won't override my concentrates. No, it doesn't. Okay, perfect. So, Queen's Decree. Murakumo. Yeah, that seemed pretty good. Agadine. Greyblade. Yeah, this was the way to do it. Okay, Murakumo. Right. Maria smiled briefly, then disappeared. 150,000 Maka. Alright. That's acceptable. Lilith leveled up, gets Mazanbarian. Unnecessary. Trumpeter levels up and gets nothing. Odin levels up and gets high Electlaroma. It's pretty good. If you had a better electric move, it would be even better. I'm going to get rid of Abyssal Mask for it because your agility is pretty bad. Hell Thrust. Hell Thrust is just a worse version of your unique move, so I'm going to say no to that. Arisi gets Glacial Blast. Nuwa gets Mana Aid. I don't need Mana Aid. Mana Aid is one of these ones that I would definitely say is okay early, like okay really, really early game. Now it's just garbage because you only want to prepare for boss fights and this is not useful. Agrat wants to have a word. Okay, Agrat. Essence. So we have Maria's Essence now. Resistances are okay. Shrosha's Essence. Ooh, high heal Pleroma. There's definitely something you could do with that. Quests. Oh, that's just saying that we've now done the Compassionate Queen. And then Analyze. We've now done Maria and Shrosha. Right. Save. Let's go on, because we're very near the next save point, so, or next ley line, so we might as well keep pushing forward. Well, I think we're very near, although it does kind of loop, which makes it difficult to tell. Magic Mirror. Just pure optimism there on the jump. Okay, I see where we're going. So we have to go under. Is there a fight under here? I get a distinct feeling there's a fight, like, maybe just as you get up from here. Like here? No? Okay. Maybe on the steps? Beelzebub's Essence. Cool. Oh, you have to make the jump across, I see. There's no way up there. It's an invisible wall. Right. Oh, or you can use these ones. Okay. It's attack mirror storage. Beelzebub. Highest level essence we have, equal of Metatron. Pretty good for what I asked for. Like something that's good against electricity. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. Do you think the buzzing sound after you get Beelzebub is deliberate? Or do you think it's just the weird compression on the music? I'm gonna go with weird compression on the music. Anyway. I get the feeling there might be a fight, like, right there, but it might be right after this. Yeah, it's right after this. Okay. Because this is before the final set of fights. Oh, no, it's Alia. Oh, no, so it is right before this. Yeah, okay. There was something in the back of my mind for this. So, another Nahobino comes, then you must be tested. Show me the power of the Nahobino. Also, never make that noise again. Show me the power that rivals that of the throne. This is Aliat. So I'm gonna... Well, actually, I'm just gonna check ours. Weak to nothing. Wonderful. Well, you know what that means? That means it's time for Queen's Decree into Yabasami, into Bowl, Let's do a little spy scope just to see what it's got. Concentrate. Magic Dolon. Okay, so I think I can see what they're going to do here, and then this one means that they may retain charge effects, may use it twice. Wonderful. Nice to have nice complex fights. Will use almighty attack that does X amount of damage per turn. This is literally a stat check, right? This is literally, do you have enough health to survive, yes or no? Oh, it calls an ally, I see, I see. Less of a stat check. But yes, the initial one is literally a stat check. That's okay. Crits. Nice. Oh. Let's do Pandemonic Crush. Queen's Decree. We're going for AoE again. Let's do a second heal because we want everyone to be 2 levels above. And then Brave Blade. Didn't crit. Okay. More allies. That's acceptable. If you're just going to do that every turn, I'll just kill them every turn. While taking all of your health at the same time. That's definitely acceptable from my point of view. Right, Queen's Decree. Murakumo. Pass. Brave Blade. Alright. I see. You're calling an ally. It's an interesting move. I didn't see it coming. We're going to do Queen's Decree. Followed by one of those. Followed by a heal. A little Pandemonic Crush. Okay, Queen's Decree. Nice. Good amount of XP there. We're now level 82. I actually missed us hitting 81 entirely. Okay. Beyond Macule gets Null Ice. Nice. Oh, and a new skill. Do you think the Salmon of Knowledge would lend its aid at such a time? Pleroma. Actually just huge. Oh, High Light Pleroma. Yeah, we'll take that instead of Beast Eye. Definitely. His agility is pretty good. Or its agility is pretty good. Virtual Trainer Sequence Imperium Battles now available. Yeah, we should probably do that one, huh? Sounds pretty good. Let's go Cadaver's Hollow first. Sell. I don't have anything to sell. Okay. I do have 215,000 Maka though. World of Shadows.
Welcome to the...
Apotheosis, Essence Fusion. We just need to go in here and have a look at this one. Right, I've had a look now. Demon Compendium Register. Demon Fusion, Special Fusion. So we're now 82, so we can now make Uriel out of Throne Camiel. I don't have space. I can make Abdael out of Adramelech, which I should do. I should just make this. Let's not think about this too hard. Yeah. Increased damage when striking a foe's weakness when a Herald Demon is present on either side of the battle. Okay. So Light's Descent, Severe Light Attack to all foes. Myriad Slashes is gonna get replaced. Floral Gust is not that good. What are you gonna get? You're gonna get Murakami and High Light Pleroma. And you're gonna get the Akashic Arts eventually. Okay, so I'm gonna give you Severing Bite because we're gonna replace it with Akashic Arts, which is the direct upgrade of Severing Bite. Your magic is almost as good as... Wait a second, so what's Floral Gust? It's medium. There's a medium version of this Wind Breath, that's fine. Zambarian I don't need if I have to have Floral Gust, which I do. At least for now, unless I replace Floral Gust with High Light Pleroma. Murakami. I guess I would replace these two. Yeah, so in which case I can give you Zambarian, which I think is better than Floral Gust. Okay. I don't need to give you a heavy light attack because you have Light's Descent, which is a severe light attack to all foes. Which means I don't need to give you that. I don't need to give you these because you're bad at them. There's no point to giving you these two. Resist Fizz is a very interesting thing to give you. I think that Null Fire would be I think null fire and resist ice would make you very intriguing. Null fire, resist ice. Basically just making you a very, very, very solid wall except against everything that isn't dark. Yeah. Okay. A high-ranking angel wholly devoted to carrying out God's will. The name Abdiel carries the meaning of slave to God, which supposedly originates from the Arabic word for slave. All of the angels who followed Lucifer, Abdiel was the only one to reject temptation to rebel against God and instead received God's praises for returning to his side. Abdiel then led the angels to fight against Lucifer. Okay.
Is this demon to your...
Let's go.
I will fight at your side.
Nice.
As expected.
So, this is get rid of Myriad Slashes. And then we get rid of Floral Gust. Cool. That's acceptable. That now gives us another part of this one. We don't have them on yet, but that's okay.
Return.
Let's head out here for a second. Analyze. Is Aliat. Okay. Party. Abdiel. Something like that. Yeah. Anyone else got things out of order now? I think there was one. Yeah, there you go. That one is out of order. Did I not just... I guess I didn't destroy Rangda, because that was in the previous save. Yeah. Okay. That's true. Rangda managed to survive. Okay. Let's go in here. Let's World of Shadows and let's see what we can make. Maybe I can use Rangda
Welcome
for
to
something.
the world
There's
of
no point getting rid of them right now. Reverse Compendium. I can now make Mithras, which is Mephisto Flamus. That's my only Mithras one. Alright, I don't really want to get rid of Mephisto for Mithras. Yeah, I kind of want to rebuy him. Chi-Yu we can obviously go and get if we need to. There are no other things. Oh no, Uriel as well. Okay. Let's think about this here. So Mithras. Okay. We need to do some actual thinking. So, you know what? Let's do World of Shadows first. Not World of Shadows. Let's Leyline Crossing to, because we're actually done here now. The only thing we have to do is the final boss. So I guess we need to do Zeus and final boss. So that's fine. Let's head out here. So Zeus Virtual Trainer. Zeus and Virtual Trainer, and then the final boss. Is that right? And maybe Serpent King if we want to do that first. Serpent King's so much higher, like it's so much of a higher level though. Like that's 87. Like that's ridiculously high compared to where we are currently. Huh. Interesting. Anyway. Yes. Let's do Demon Haunt. Then we can think about what we need to do next.
Say.
You don't have to bear this weight alone. I will use my power as a goddess to guide you. I thought Tal was going to have like a special thing because, you know, we'd reached the end of the Imperium, but no, actually this is just a strength increased by 2. Wow. Okay. Your power is impressive. It may even be enough for you to become a king of demons. A king and a queen ruling over all demons together. I don't dislike the thought. Agrat's stats increased dramatically, another 4 magic. And almighty potential went up. Oh, okay.
Yes.
O blood of Yggdrasil, reveal the power hidden within the sands of the netherworld. You don't need mana aid, but, you know. Okay, you just saved yourself from the chopping block of the party. You've just made yourself even stronger. Well done. Much like my spear, Gungnir, I miss none of my targets. Whether I seek the power of the Nahobino or the throne itself, I shall have it. Oh yeah, just he reminds me because he was in the same fight as Zeus. Yeah, I think after we finish the Demeter one, we don't only get Demeter, we also get the ability to fuse Zeus. I think that's right. Do you still remember all the demons you parted with at some point or another? They're the reason you're where you are now. You should remember them from time to time. Yeah. And then, the hero of a god is the expression of his intent, or his inherent nature and power. The hair of my righteous fury and your hair of beauty which dances in the sky are prime examples of such manifestations. That would make more sense if we had our old hair, which we don't have. Weird. I wonder if there's a way for you in this route to not end up with Tsukuyomi. No, right? Can't be. But maybe. Anyway, let's have a look at what we have to look at. So, we need to do some serious thinking about our party. You know what we should do? What we should do is we should take all of our party members out of our stock. Why? Because it's a well-known thing that if you already have pre-selected options, right? You are more likely to go for the pre-selected options if like your two options seem close. You're not likely to properly analyze it. If that makes sense. So, you know, if you had the option between two flavors of crisps and they both seemed about the same, but you already had one in your hand, you'd go, I'm going to take this one. Even though the other one might be like 5% better. Like, you might like them better. So, we're going to take everything out of our party. We're going to stay in slot 2 for now. And we're just going to look at our party from, like, how can we make this sensible point of view. So, where are we going to start? Okay. Maybe we start with... It's actually kind of difficult to even think of where to start here. Let's start with healers, because healers are a defined part of our party. Do we have a better sort, by the way? No. No, we don't. Not really. Okay. So, Idun. Justify your existence. Well, Idun has Golden Apple. Golden Apple is quite a nice buff. Idun has 77 magic. Medea we could upgrade, but we probably don't want to. Golden Apple is really your main thing, right? Golden Apple is her best thing. It is slightly worse than other people's things. She has Zambarian. She has a light attack that isn't that good. She has a buff which is useless, bowl and heal plural. If we were going to continue to use her, we'd have to redo her skills. What is demonic meditation? Or mediation, sorry. If a demon's mood sours mid-negotiation, they may forgive you. Okay. So I think Idun is not incredible right now. I think that she, although we like her in the party, is objectively not our best healer. Okay. Konohana. Now, we've got Oath of Plenteousness. This makes her really, really good, because it greatly increases the amount of HP or MP when stats are raised, which also implies the first time she uses Sakuya Sakura, which means it doesn't cost 107, it's actually a lot cheaper. Now, this is better than Golden Apple, because Golden Apple is a slight HP recovery that raises all stats. This is a slight HP and MP recovery, which gets boosted by Oath of Plenteousness. So as long as we're not on negative stats, this is by far better. She does have to use Bowl to use it, which is a negative. I don't know if she needs Null Light. I don't know what her base stats are. Okay, is there a way of seeing? I guess not on this screen. There's no way of seeing her base stats here, but yeah. That would be interesting to get rid of. We might want to give her another skill. But yes, I think she is definitely good enough to stay. Konohana, good enough to stay. Tao. Also, what's her magic stat? Yeah, so her she's basically like, Konohana is basically better at Dune. Her vitality is higher, her magic is higher. Like, she's just better. Tao. Tao's magic stat is worse. Her vitality is worse, and her agility is worse. Her main ability is Light of Order, which is a really, really expensive version of Idun's one. Now, Tao also, I don't believe can leave the party. So it's kind of a little pointless to judge against, but it's just be nice to put her in the pecking order. I think her main purpose should be as a healer, but her healing abilities are really bad right now. We may want to adjust her. I would say that Tao and Idun are kind of equal currently on like what they do. Yeah, because Idun's vitality is so low. Okay, Cleopatra is not really a healer. Norn. Norn is a healer we don't use that often. Boon Boost. That'd be for Luster Candy. What's Plank of Norn? Oh yeah, what's Tal's ability? Saint's Prayer. While in the active party, allies in battle will recover from ailments when returning to the stock. Interesting, not useful. I should also be checking at the bottom, do they have any special stuff? So you have Blooming Sakura. Okay. So what do we need for this? Is there a way of seeing what you need for these things? No? How would I find out what I need for that? Is there any way of doing that? I guess I need to go to the item, go in here, and then find the item that matches. So whichever one it is. Well, if that's even the way that you do it on this one. Yeah, no, it'd have to be enables the Magatsuhi skill. Yeah. This is a horrible way of them doing it. I understand why they've done it like this, but yeah, effectively you'd be looking through the Peri apps and trying to figure out which one it is. Although it's like when two pixies are brought together. It's like, okay, does that mean every pixie or does it just mean those ones? Okay, Blooming Sakura. So when the deities of the mountain are brought together, so that's when you have the rock guy. Okay, so that's never going to activate because we don't have rock guy. And he's too low a level for us to level up. So that's never going to be used unless we make rock guy. Okay. So that's interesting. I would love to be able to move these guys, by the way. Just be able to be like, move from the side. Like, move to the side, like that. No. Okay. Norn. Plank of Norn. When returning to the stock, on your own turn, a press turn icon will not be consumed. This means that Norn has a huge shout to be our initial healer. The problem that Norn has is that we cannot do a bowl, heal, and buff in the same turn. Right? That's her main negative, is that you cannot do all of those in the same turn. Having Konohana with the ability to buff, like Idun and Tao also have that. Like, this makes you just so much worse. Which would almost give you an argument to be a secondary healer if you didn't have, like, no mana. I think Norn is out. I think Norn is not as good as Idun. Despite stats being, like, actually, stats aren't even that much better. Yeah, I think Norn is deceptively, like, strong. As in, I think Norn looks strong, but isn't. So deceptively weak, maybe? Anyway, I think Norn is out. So we need to get rid of Norn, somehow. You know what I should do? I should do something like this, and then just... Actually, I'll just put them in our main party for now. Let's go Norn out there. Okay, so you're out. Nahobiho. Can I bring myself to get rid of Nahobiho? I don't think I can. I also don't think I should. I think Nahobiho is pretty good. I think if I got rid of Inspiring Leader, Nahobiho would be better as well. Yeah, I think Nahobiho right now is good enough to stay. I also think Agrat is good enough to stay, especially with the continuing buffs. I think Agrat's Queen's Decree is a hugely powerful move, which will only continue to get more powerful. I think we could actually buff it by maybe even getting rid of Agadine and Bufubarian, just for more crit and more almighty Pleroma. I think that Agrat and Nahobiho are actually fine. Theon Macule. Now, Theon just got a huge buff. He just got a buff with Fizz Pleroma. So Makon Lun now is even more powerful. Maybe I should be using him more, because that's a severe physical attack, right? So as an example, he will actually be doing as much, like his attack will effectively be doing what our Murakumo is doing, which is good. The negative that he has is that his stats are god awful for a damage dealer. Like, his ability is great for a healer, right? And his stats are okay for a healer. The problem is that his actual damage is low. He has a very powerful move, but let's compare him to Nahobiho, right? He has 13 less strength than Nahobiho at 4 levels higher. Yamato no Orochi has more strength. Like, I'm just looking at my physical dealers. 77 strength. Zhao Gongen, 72 strength. Odin, 72 strength. I just don't see it happening. I think that Abdiel just came in here. 76 strength is going to have Akashic Arts, which is severe physical attack, which has the greater effect, which is what Makon Lun is. I think that Fion is something that I think he's one that's very good early. I think as cool as he is, unless we're keeping him for style points, he's out the party. I don't know if we have space for style points. Right. Lilith is staying. Lilith is very, very strong. I think that Mother Earth is very good. I think Zambarian is very good. I think that the thing with Lilith is that we maybe want to adjust maybe Luster Candy, maybe your heal, maybe this, but we'll do what we can. Yamato no Orochi is already turning into something, therefore cannot be fused out. Trumpeter. 92 magic is no weaknesses 92 magic. His only negative is like a truly atrocious vitality stat. I think there's ways that Trumpeter can be useful. Basuki would be on my has to go list if he wasn't so good in the previous fight that we did against Marisi. I think his ability to put down the toxic spray was really, really good. I think he has to go, though. I think he's definitely a potential. Ariok? Am I ever going to use Ariok? No. Okay. Potential to go. Shrosha we will use in the current form. Aliat is going to fuse into something. Rangda's obviously on the goal list, but let's put you on the goal list as well. So those are our 3 going. Norn, Fion, Ariok, and Rangda. Okay. Rangda, you're just getting removed. There we go. Right. We had to do that at some point and just do a who is in the party. We still aren't done, by the way. There's more to do. But now I have 3 sacrifices. We have something to work with to get space in our party.
Welcome.
Right. Reverse Compendium Fusion. Mithras. So that's the same situation we were just in. Let's wait. Special Fusion. Uriel. I do have space for Uriel now. Are we happy with Uriel? Yes, because Uriel is going to turn into this one. It's going to turn into this one. Yeah, that's fine. Dyad Compendium Fusion, Norn. Norn can turn into a Vishnu at 96 with Aliat. Or, sorry, 87 with Aliat. There's only 5 levels from now. That's acceptable. Fion can turn into Maria immediately with a Kamael or with a Shrosha or with an Abdael. Okay, so Fion has to go. Ariok can turn into Asura in 2 levels. Okay, so Ariok has gone in 2 levels. He's turning into Asura. We're gonna have to merge with one of these guys and then resummon. Okay. Could go and get a Chiyu at some point as well if we wanted to. We should probably go and get one anyway. So, Fion is turning into Maria. Or sorry, into Maria. Yeah, I don't think I need any of it. Well, what's Maria's stats? Because she's yet another healer. Okay, when user guards or his defense raised by 2 ranks, pierce effects will be nullified. Huh. Okay. Yeah, you're just gonna be like a big healer. Although, like, this doesn't make any sense. Why would you greatly increase healing and then have a full heal? Like, those don't work together. So actually, as a healer, she's gonna be pretty rubbish. But that's okay. That's acceptable. I'm gonna go for Camael and... But then that doesn't get... Yeah, it doesn't get rid of a slot. But that's okay, I suppose. There is a logic to getting rid of Shrosha. Shrosha is basically just a healer in disguise. Your magic stat is better. Yeah, okay, Fion and Shrosha into Maria. I can't make Maria. Wait, I can't make a level 95 Maria? Wait, but it says Maria's... I'm level 92. Okay. So Fion and Okay, I can't actually get rid of any of them. Okay. So, next level, Fion and... Where are we? So next level, Fion and Shrosha is turning into Maria. Yes. Okay. Let's unassign from our stock here. And let's work out who's going to be in our party. Right. Norn, you're out of our party. Fion, you're out of our party. Right. Who's in our party? So in the first slot has to be somebody who can consistently get us a second turn, right? That's the only purpose of the person in the first slot, is to get you a second turn. So if we have people who aren't getting us a second turn, they can't be in that slot. Which means our options are Ariok, who we've already decided we're getting rid of, or Agrat. So our option is Agrat. Is Agrat or us as well, right? So it's Agrat. In our current format, Agrat doesn't crit 100% of the time, which means that in our third slot, we want to put a healer, and that should be our best healer, and that should be Konohana. Right, or Konohana. That makes sense. Final slot should be somebody who can do something that either gets you another turn or is generally useful. I still think that could be Zal, because Zal is generally useful. I think what we should do in our last slot is go Zal and then swap out based upon whatever the fight is. Right, that should be the most willing to change slot that we have. The other option is that we put Zal first, always skip the first turn, and try and crit with Agrat. Which would mean that we always get 2 crits, try and crit with Agrat, and then use you in that slot, but that means that we could effectively lose a turn every single turn for the privilege. Lilith is also a temptation, but I don't think that she's useful in every fight. I think only some fights. Yeah, I think that Zal is still our best option, because Pandemonic Crush is a generally useful move. Yeah. I mean, you could say Cleopatra actually does the same thing with Frolic, but better. Yeah, you know what? Cleopatra does the same thing, but better. I mean, her level is terrible, but yeah. Cool. Okay, so I think my plan... also, what level are we? We're 82. Do we have anyone who is our level? We have Abdiel. Okay, I want to test something. I'm going to go and save before we do this, because we're done with everything that we're setting up here. The next thing I want to see is, what do these statues do? There's one down there. Okay. Because I think it might be time to start using the statues to level up some of our lower level party members. I just want to double check what it does, because I know it doesn't level us up. It only levels party members, but what I want to see is, does it level them beyond our level? Because that's important to know. Right, I've already saved, so let's do it. So everything levels up. Don't care, don't care, don't care. None of this matters, because I'm going to reload. Yeah, doesn't matter. Manzako.
Hey, hey, hey!
Yeah, okay. Zal, Shrosha, Odin, Mephisto. Again, doesn't matter. Alia. Okay. So, Ali Lat just upgraded to above our level. Okay, that's interesting to know. So we can't just spam it, because if we just spammed all the statues, we would end up with a lot of things that are significantly higher level than us. So what we want to do is we want to wait until effectively we want to wait until we're pretty much max level, spam all the gospels, and then do every single statue. Yeah.
As expected.
That's effectively what we want to do. Right, and that's what we would do with your Akashic Arts if we were going to keep it. Okay, that would have been an interesting highlight, Roma. Anyway, reload, because that didn't happen. So the plan, I think, is to leave the statues until the... Yeah, leave the statues until post-boss fight number 1. So we're going to do final boss without doing the statues. Do I want to do this Mastema quest before we... Yeah, do I want to do the Mastema quest before we do the final boss? No, that seems like the kind of question someone might have asked. Should you do the Serpent King before the final boss? You do Serpent King before final boss SMT 5 Vengeance. Let's see. Actual word of warning before you face the final boss of Vengeance. Okay. Okay, interesting. No, so I don't think that the... Oh, okay. Make sure to do the Serpent King quest on your New Game Plus run. So, it doesn't matter for this run whether we do that or don't do that before the first one, because we're never doing New Game Plus, so that's fine. Okay, so I think what we have left to do, because we're not going to do this because it's level 87 and that's too far out, is we are going to level everyone up. We're going to do the Zeus fight. We're going to do the virtual trainer fight next time. Then that will be everything that we're going to do before we do final boss the first time. Although I don't know if we're obviously not going into the final boss because there's going to be other stuff happening. So before we reach the end of the first time that we reach the end of the game. Kind of weirdly described, but I think that that's right. Yeah, so we should probably do Virtual Trainer next time first, then do that. Do we have 2 Virtual Trainer fights to do? Let's have a look. I think we might have done one last time. Sorry, I know there's a lot of setup here, but I'm just trying to make sure that we have actually done everything that we want to achieve.
Hey!
Right. Virtual Trainer, consecutive battles, other options. So I've done Taito Battles B. Yes, we did that last time. So Empyrean Battles are Metatron, Melchizedek, Shrosha, and Ali Lat. Yeah, so that should be fairly straightforward.
Huh?
Okay, so we can do that one starting next time. Then we do the Zeus fight. Then that's everything for next time. Yeah, I think that's all we're doing in next episode. We're going to skip Serpent King. We're going to do the final boss. We're going to come back. We're going to do Serpent. We're going to level basically up to, I guess, 87 first. Do Serpent King. Level to 99. Do the other 2 stuff. Final boss. And also we have to do all the virtual trainers again. Yeah. That sounds like a plan. Although we'll probably do the virtual... I'm assuming we'll do the virtual trainers before we do Return of the True Demon, because I'm assuming they'll still give us balms and things. Oh, I don't know. I'm making this up as I go along. Right. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.